When you find cheap plane tickets to New York City, you take a little weekend trip. We're flying out of Nashville, so of course Hattie B's is for dinner. Like I said, this flight was super cheap, that's why we're on Spirit Airlines today. But I'll say this was actually the cleanest flight that I've been on in a while. We're flying into Newark, so we get this amazing view of the city as we approach. Now, I kind of knew this when I was booking the tickets, but Newark is not super convenient for getting into the city with public transport. We ended up buying 3 sets of tickets with NJ Transit to get to where we needed to go. The first one was out of the airport, total tourist trap, no one was paying for that, and they weren't even checking, super overpriced. At the end of the day, it was cheaper for us to ride trains into the city than to Uber, but I think it might have been worth the extra cost to Uber. It was just a little too complicated and also too sketchy for my comfort. We saw let's call him a passed out man on the floor of a pizza shop in one of the train stations. It was very sad. It was so refreshing to get off that grimy train and into the bright and clean Oculus building once we got into New York City. Our hotel is only a few steps from here. We're staying at the Washington, which I highly recommend. It's affordable, modern, clean rooms, and it has fantastic views. And here's a little late night snack. Smells good. It's the next morning and we're heading out for a long day of exploration. Right outside of the hotel is the World Trade Center. This is always a sad sight. But I don't think that they could have designed a better memorial for this. That is the 9/11 Museum. I've been inside once before. It is also really well done and incredibly emotional. The first thing we'll do today is walk the Brooklyn Bridge. We're now at Dumbo, Brooklyn for the iconic view. Dumbo stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass. After getting some coffee, we'll stroll back on over across the bridge again. We're now in the financial district as indicated by the charging bull, which is a representation of the US stock market. And now we'll take a little ride on the Staten Island Ferry. This is a free ferry provided by the city of New York, so do not buy tickets from anyone for this. The reason you may want to take advantage of this free boat ride is to get a really nice up-close view of the Statue of Liberty, again free of charge. Once we arrive at Staten Island, all the passengers must disembark. Upon deboarding, we just turn right around and get right back onto the boat, back into the city. It's legit?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
If you don't like it, I will drink it.
Okay. We are now getting some true Döner, which I'm told can be quite hard to come by in the US. With it, some ayran, which is like a salty yogurt, and personally not my favorite. And also we have some baklava. Okay. A happy German. I really like the Apple Pay abilities for the trains here. And now we're taking a little stroll in Central Park. Also good to note that they had some decent public restrooms here. Did you get that from Central Park?
Yeah.
Let's take a few minutes just to relax on these boulders here and enjoy the view. Here's my favorite place to get a New York slice. Anyone know whose favorite pizza joint this is? After a quick stop in Times Square, we walk about 10 minutes over to Rockefeller Center. And then we walk over to the Empire State Building. After a little while, we head back to the hotel to rest up. We've already done quite a bit of walking, but we still plan to come back out later for dinner. For dinner, we're thinking between Chinatown and Little Italy, but all of the restaurants in Chinatown had minimal hours because of the Chinese New Year. This totally made me ready to book another trip to Italy. It was also really nice to eat outside. And here is Chinatown in the colorful confetti aftermath of the New Year celebration. Wow. Next up, we take another interesting form of transport that is operated by the city just for fun, the Roosevelt Island Tram. This one is not free like the ferry, but it was only $6 round trip. I really enjoyed looking into these people's apartments. Not in a creepy way, it was just interesting to see. After a short little visit, we make our way back. We have reservations for a rooftop bar called Top of the Strand. This place boasts an incredible view of the Empire State Building. We've burned a lot of calories today, so naturally we replenish with the best late night food.
This is no taco, this is a gordita.
The next morning, we go to this diner near our hotel called George's. It was so good, and they gave quite a bit of food here. Eggs Benedict and a sandwich bigger than my fist. We'll take one last look at the World Trade Center before we catch our Uber back to Newark. Yeah, we're not messing with that NJ Transit again.